Mm. And we're back. Happy Easter again. Easter Monday. My Orthodox friends, they will need a little bit another week until they can celebrate. As I introduced you yesterday to two of my friends, I just wanted to explain that there's maybe a personal, small little story. I just wanted to tell you that Easter has been always such a joy for me to celebrate, and not in a big way, but there was this quiet connection I always enjoyed having, um, because it's not like Christmas. Christmas is such a boom and bust of like we have to celebrate, and we know we're all going into this big spending spree. And what I love about Easter, it's about the sweetness of Easter, even though we're coming to bunnies and everything from the pagan idea of it. But I also enjoyed that there was less stress around it. You know, the times are much quieter. One enjoys to see the family or not. There is not so much stress there. And on one of those occasions, I took a retreat myself, and this is where I met my husband, the one you saw singing yesterday with me. Hey, Barbara, welcome back and happy Easter to you. So, next to the joy of celebrating it, I'm enjoy very much celebrating that I met my other half, my better half, on that very day. It was like we went through a lot of difficulties in that retreat personally, not together. And then it was almost like resurrection for each of us. And in that resurrection, this bond, this deep bond, it started to appear that we didn't take serious at first. And then it turned out, yeah, that's it. So, anybody has? Do you have a good Easter story maybe to share? Anyways, so connection and self-connection is so important and vital for us to stay sane. We can easily follow the flow of the news, and there's already a few voices coming up and saying like, have you really not noticed the facts around that, what's happening, like that there's been no fact that people have been only dying from corona, but they had pre-existing conditions, for example. And so the world went to a crashing halt, as we noticed. But as it is, we're turning around. We're about to learn something, and we can learn something from this. And maybe you want to find out what you want to take into this new age today. So, long and winded story on what we're going to meditate on today. And so that you can prepare yourself to go inside, be a bit quiet, and follow this journey inwards. And maybe to find, like your own good intentions and how you could serve yourself and others. So let's now roll the shoulders a little bit. Sitting makes me stiff, turn the neck a little bit just to come into the body. And then often a lot of us are used to sit with the legs crossed or, sit very stiffly, but I often feel I need both feet on the ground. See what you need to establish earth connection while you're reaching for the highest sphere. Okay, so sitting down, giant spine gently lifted. And there's no need to have to be completely switched off immediately. Some of us make the mistake for thinking that the moment we start meditation, we need to be in the presence of all and completely, inwards. But take your sweet time today and allow yourself to first notice, with your eyes closed or open, to feel what you're feeling and hear what you're hearing. So whichever comes first for you, whatever you're noticing in sounds. And maybe not naming the sound, as if you hear a bird singing, like then I'd say, oh, this is a bird singing, but rather find that you're listening to the quality of the sound as if it was an instrument, or bringing vibration and music into your life. And if it's the quality of an emotion that's in the foreground, again, try not to name it, but simply to acknowledge what kind of shapes, forms, colors it wants to bring up. And if you feel your breath coming into the foreground, can you describe to yourself the quality of your breathing, like strong, fast, slow, thin, long, short? And noticing maybe if your eyes are still, instinctively looking around, even though your eyes are closed. And that you let the eyes rest back into their sockets. And that means you have to experience the eye socket completely. The upper and the lower, the inner corner and the outer corner. So let the inner corner become quiet. Let the corners of your lips become soft. And let your heart beat to the front and the back and the center of the chest. Bringing the hands to become more soft. Noticing how swift and easily you can by now move into the presence of your own being. That wants to express itself in all its qualities. If one part of your body is still holding you back, invite it to come with you onto and into this journey of exploration of your deepest self and deepest desire. As I say, down the rabbit hole into another world of possibilities. Maybe it's your shoulder, your neck. Maybe your eyes are still twitching. Maybe your hip is reluctant to follow. Like when the children slide just a little bit longer, or these fantastic long slides that you dive into water. Imagine you're allowing yourself for a moment to glide down into the pool of your existence, in your being, and why you are here. And immerse into that quality that surrounds you. And then as you're swimming and gliding through all this, if you have the water or whatever you're dived into the positiveness of your own setup, notice that the water not only holds you, but all the other beings around you. Maybe not too close, maybe not too far away or further away, but like the water holds you, the water is like the connection to everybody around you. And if you feel yourself falling a little bit deeper into this pool, don't be afraid to move away from others. Be curious to find where you're sinking to the own treasure of your existence. And in this total quietness that still connects us all, but maybe a not as visual as before. Ask the question into the room. How can I serve today? And as you're coming slowly back up, remember when we come up with such a joy to breathe the air around us. So bringing the treasure with you upwards and merging from the deepest part of yourself. Almost like a dolphin jumping up, noticing what you're bringing with you. And taking the breath that you want to take above water. And coming back into the very presence of your own surrounding. And then if you have something to write in front of you, or if you want to write it into the chat window, you can tell us what treasure you brought up with you that you want to gift the people around you, that you want to serve with. It can be a simple thing. I often get the word love or a smile, or it can be the simplest thing. And to me, it was quietness and silence. Just steeping into, for the rest of the day, to become more quiet and silent in order to serve. And you never know what that little commitment can bring to the world around you, no matter how unreasonable it seems. So, anybody got a word they want to share? And if not, that's fine. Maybe just to hold it in your heart and keep it there. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Happily rooted. Yeah, to stay rooted and connected so other people can maybe, have a trunk. Yeah, bring the light and lightness. I love it. I really want to do advertisement here, but I'm just going to use this. And I know I have regular visitors to this meditation, but as much as meditation and daily practices and rituals can bring us really a point of stability away from worry, the stresses around us can be high. And one of the most loved routines I have in my life is to self-massage. And I noticed that a lot of people love their self-massage, but that they also notice when they do it, they're not quite sure what more they can get out of it. So I decided to offer that as an online course. It will be all kosher. You know, you don't have to be afraid of being whatever, stark naked in front of each other. It's going to be all doable. And if you don't know how much self-massage can give you sanity of mind, you definitely should come. And even if it's just for one session. So if you scroll around my page, Yoga and Ayurveda with Alexandra, where I'm streaming from now, you can see the offer. You get a 10% discount if you submit your email address, which you have to do to get it anyway. So that is guaranteed. Yeah, we're starting on Wednesday. And if you miss it and you want to get the tutorial with the other people and all the questions you can ask, you can also get the tutorial sent then. So if it's a time thing, never mind. Just join in and get the recording, which stays, you know, I'm going to send out something like a little contract that you don't pass on these confident information. So members exclusive. If you like to come, come. And if you are happy with the meditation, I'd love to see you tomorrow. Mwah! From my heart, have a wonderful Easter.